Yo, I did 4 VO2 max tests to find my fitness baseline. 4 tests, 4 different results. One called me elite, and another one said, go back to work. Hey friends, I'm an average dad, turning 40 next year. And I decided to go on a quest to see how far I can push into what I call the space between average and elite. But because I'm also a little bit of a data nerd, I'd like to know where I'm starting from. Like this famous sailor once said, you can't navigate a map if you don't know where you are, right? So what I need is a baseline. For now, I'm breaking that baseline into 3 pillars, 3 mini baselines, so to say. Number 1 is fitness, that's my engine. Number 2 is health, that's the internal chemistry. And number 3 is skills. That's the things I used to be able to do and the things experts say I should be able to do. Today is all about pillar 1, fitness. I chose the VO2 max test to define my fitness baseline. Real brief, for the ones who don't know, VO2 max tells you the maximum amount of oxygen your body can use during intense exercise. Well, coincidentally, I got a bunch of gadgets that promise to measure VO2 max. But I also went for a proper lab test to see how the gadgets stack up to the real deal. So let's see what happened. First up, Aura. Aura is a sleep tracker, but it also offers to do a VO2 max test. For this, Aura wanted me to take a brisk walk outdoors for about 6 minutes. And based on that, it promises me to show my VO2 max. Second, Polar. I would say Polar, for me, is the gold standard for heart rate measurement, and I truly love it for my regular workouts or the occasional run. Strangely enough, their so-called fitness test, the VO2 max test, is done lying down, relaxing. All right, let's see what happens. Third, Garmin. The watch updates your VO2 max estimate each time you do an outdoor walk or run for 15 minutes or longer. So that's what I did. I laced up, went outside, and got a fresh number. And finally, of course, the real deal, the lab. What I usually see is that you do these running, mask on, and you're on a treadmill. I had to do mine on a bike because of some knee issue, age. So how fit am I according to these tests? Let's check out the results. First up, Polar. Remember, that's the one laying down. My score here was 55 and the label says, oh, elite. That was easy. Okay, I'm technically done, right? Let's see what the rest says. Aura. My score here, 43. Label, high. Well, sounds a little lower than elite, but I'll take high anytime. And then Garmin. I actually did 2 15-minute walks, but Garmin refused to give me a new reading. It claimed it did not have enough data. I probably walked too slow. I don't know, should have ran. But for this comparison, I then had to use an older number from a while back that was automatically recorded. My score there was 40, which means
Poor.
Wait, poor? Nah, Garmin must be wrong, right? Chill. Let's wait for the lab test. Let's wait for the real deal. A day after the lab test, the email with the results came in. It's a very comprehensive report that includes not only your VO2 max, but also your body fat percentage, your breathing patterns, and a few other interesting markers. And I'll probably do a separate video about the whole experience. But let's go back to topic. How about my lab tested VO2 max score? Well, 44.4. That's higher than Garmin and Aura. But what does it actually mean in terms of my fitness? Ouch, deep breath? Ooh, below average compared to other athletes tested in this lab. Although I honestly expected at least average, what can I do? I take this as a reality check. This is the data, I trust the data, and this means this is where my journey starts. So to wrap this up, here are my 2 key takeaways from doing 4 VO2 max tests. Number 1, my fitness, not where it should be. It's not elite, it's not pro, hell, it's not even average. So to move into the space between average and elite, I first need to actually reach average. The good news is the lab gave me a specific protocol to fix this. And like I said, I'll break that down in a separate video. Number 2, do not trust the gadgets blindly. Know what they're built for. Like Aura tracks sleep, Polar measures heart rate, and Garmin is really great for running. But for VO2 max, if you ask me, they're just guessing at best. Algorithm, user data, etc., etc. It's nothing compared to the real deal. All right, pillar 1, fitness baseline is set. Next up, the health baseline. That's the blood work. And honestly, if my fitness is below average when I thought it was decent, I'm a little worried about what the blood is going to tell me, honestly. So if you also want to know what my health baseline says and how the journey continues, make sure to stay tuned, follow, and subscribe. And as always, stay hydrated, keep moving, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.